Hello guys, this is Crown Elephant again in my second video on YouTube ever, and today we're back with another house, with another speed build for you. And for those who are familiar with The Sims 2 and have played it for hours, this house may be very familiar because it's a house available in the house bin when you start the game. It's from the base game and it's very, it's very similar. It's very common for you guys to know. This is a house I really like. It was my goal to live in this house with all my Sims every time I wanted to play this game, and I love decorating it. I don't know why, I feel very, very attached to this house, and I wanted to put it in my game. I'm also gonna put it my version of the Goth house in the future, but not now. But this house is very familiar for me. It's very familiar for you, and the only reason I actually built it is that I needed this to be on a 40 and a 50 by 40 lot, and it wasn't, so I transferred it to a 50 by 40 lot so that it could match, a little bit of the way I'm organizing the kingdom. So this house, as you may know, has an ensuite and 2 more bedrooms and a room and a spare bedroom that is a smaller one, and it actually has 2 bathrooms and a toilet, and it has a kitchen and a dining area and a living room, and it's a very beautiful one. So yeah, you're gonna see that. Here I was deciding how to make the staircase, because in the original version they used this staircase that you can place in a way that is not pre-made, that you can decide how large you want it, and I couldn't place it because even with move objects I couldn't actually go through the walls. I can place it through the walls. So yeah, I ended up placing like the pre-made staircases that actually come with the game. They were easier to place. You're gonna see that in a minute. And oh, something I totally forgot in the last video was to actually, I'm deeply sorry, was to actually put the volume down when I was speaking. I only made it for the first song, and when the second song came, I was I was interrupted. It was really, really difficult to hear, so I'm really sorry for that. But yeah, so for those of you who are watching this video for the first time, didn't watch my last video, I am actually making a kingdom. I'm building a kingdom actually, and I'm making it in a way that we can have noble families and royal families and peasants, and an elite class that actually has a lot of privileges, and peasant class that needs to be like heard. They don't have any privilege at all. So we're gonna see how this story will be developed, like how the peasant class will conquer its place in the world, something like this. And yeah, this is a house for a noble family. I'm gonna have 2 noble families, and this is a house for the first one. So, and it's actually more like a mansion, so it's a little smaller than the palace was, so that's why it's for a noble family. And yeah, one thing I am struggling a lot in this time that I'm starting to make videos for YouTube is that I can't talk for 15 minutes. I have challenged myself to talk for 15 minutes because my videos are like, I'm sorry, my voice went down. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, but back to the subject. One thing I'm struggling now that I'm recording videos for YouTube is that I can't talk for 15 minutes straight. I really struggle to find a subject to talk about, and here I am trying to find another one. But I am a very shy person. I don't talk too much when I don't need to, and I'm not a very good person to talk with, and I'm struggling with that right now when as I'm starting to record videos for YouTube. But this is something I have to overcome, and I believe I can. So here I am. So, and one thing you're gonna notice is that I'm very bad at landscaping too. It's because I'm trying to make these houses in a way I can actually decorate it better when I have a family, playing with a family. And I'm gonna expand the entire house in the future. So I need a lot of space, and that's why I'm not landscaping too much, but I try to place a little light bulbs, in the garden. I'm trying to make something. I even painted the terrain to look a little like more worked inside the walls that are gonna cover the house, so that it may look a little bit more, like detailed. But it's nothing much. You're gonna see that it doesn't make any difference at all. So it's just a way to tell you that this part is actually inhabited. So well, another thing that I have trouble with building houses is actually I always forgot to place telephones and fire alarms and alarms to keep your house safe from the bandits, from the burglars. I don't know, I forgot how to call it, but I always forget to place them. And this time I actually made it on purpose because I want them to suffer at least once before I place them. I want to have stories to tell, so when a burglar invades the house, I want to have a story to tell about it. So that's why I didn't place a burglar alarm or a fire alarm in this house, nor even the palace, because it'd be nice. In the latest game, I actually played this kingdom once with this house once, and it was a long time ago. It was like 2 years ago, and the noble family that actually lived here actually had a fire, and both the Earl and his son died, and his baby son actually went with the title. So it was really fun. That's why I want to keep it without a fire alarm. One thing I really love about this house is that I love how the living area is actually very big. So you can put a television anywhere you want. So you can put it upside, in the upper part of the fireplace, which is not a very good place to put a television, because it gets right in the passageway. But you can always put in the wall that actually goes to the toilet, so it's a very good place to put your television on. So yeah, I believe I have nothing more to say in this video, so I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video. And if you really liked it, you can always hit the like button so that the YouTube may understand that my video is relevant. And if you want to keep on track with the content I'm producing, you can always hit the subscribe button also, just so that you can follow up everything I post. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and you can always share with your friends, so please make it so I can grow bigger. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next time.